Hi Tauruses. In this video, I'm going to talk about the June horoscope for Tauruses. I hope you appreciate the background. I know I was thinking about Tauruses when I came here. Okay, so let's see what June is gonna do with us. On the first day of June, we have Jupiter and North Node conjunction in your sign on the third degree of Taurus. So those of you who were born like in on April 20th, 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Yeah, those of you are going to feel it the most. But still, like all Tauruses are going to feel this aspect. And it's rare, and you guys are lucky. And Jupiter is transiting through your sign this year, until next May. So you guys are the fortune's favorites until then. I'm an Aries, and I recently had like Jupiter transiting through my sign, and it was really good. Yeah, that was pleasant. So I hope you guys have a pleasant transit of Jupiter as well. It left like a really nice present for me, like at the end of its transit. So I hope it will do the same for you guys. Yeah. So Jupiter and North Node conjunction, so the destiny point conjunct with luck, yeah, expansion. So there should be some kind of big progress in your life. For example, like in my case, this conjunction manifested as like a new source of income. Yeah, for you guys it can be that as well, because you guys are the sign of money, but also at the same time, Taurus, that is in your first house. And so when it's in your first house, it's more about like the personality, your style, like the expression, like personal expression. Okay, and then on June 3rd or 4th, depending on your location, we have full moon on the 13th degree of Sagittarius. Yeah. So if you live on the East Coast, it's gonna be on like around midnight on June 3rd, but for the rest of the country, that's in June. That's on June 4th. But anyway, that's like an important detail. But like so, full moons. That's in your 8th house. So we have the sun in your 2nd house and the moon in the 8th house. So your finances and your partner's finances, there is this like pull between those two sections. Yeah, like your resources versus shared resources, those those themes. I'm not saying it's gonna be like life-changing transformation, like like major endings. Those things happen like on during eclipses, so don't worry about it. But still, full moons, even though they are minor, but they still bring results. I can give you an example from my life. Like I applied for some important document in early May, so I should be receiving that document around this full moon. So yeah, that's how full moons like manifest themselves. Yeah, in your case, it can be that somebody returns the money that they like pays back the money that they owe you, or you do that. It's like it's something that it has something to do with money. But now, like another thing I need to mention is that this full moon and the sun, they are squaring, making a negative square aspect to Saturn in your 11th house. So there is this like the theme of money, finances, sharing resources, and at the same time, friendship. So like those things, like making a tense aspect to friendships, like because Saturn is in your 11th house. Um, Let me know how this aspect manifests in your chart in the comment section. I would appreciate that. And I will look at the comment section. So yeah, that tense aspect. In fact, there will be two tense aspects at this full moon. We still have that T-square involving Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars. Okay, it's been active since May. Yeah. So yeah, those two aspects. And around full moon, everybody's emotional. Everybody's like bit of a lunatic. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend going too wild around this full moon. Like, make sure you have enough rest. Yeah. Yeah, but it's nothing like too dangerous. Okay, and then on June 4th, we have Mercury conjunct Uranus in Taurus at 20 degrees. So, yeah, this is an interesting aspect. I mean, you're not really gonna feel it. Maybe you get like sudden news, sudden something in your life. Yeah, but like it's gonna be minor. What I wanted to say is like this conjunction is also known as like the genius aspect, the genius conjunction. So if you have any relatives or if any of you are having a baby around this time, your kid is going to be really special. That kid is going to be like really brilliant. They're gonna have unique ideas. They're gonna have a brilliant mind. Yeah, it should be interesting. Okay, next on June 6th, Venus enters Leo again. This is going to activate that T-square involving Jupiter and Pluto. Yeah, and Mars. Yeah, so now Venus joins Mars in there. Yeah, it's gonna reactivate that T-square. So all of the tension that has been around in May, it's gonna continue until like mid-June. So be patient. It's temporary, but still, it's gonna like a couple more weeks. Yeah. So for Taurus, that's going to be in the 4th house. Imagine having Mars and Venus in your 4th house, the two cosmic lovers. Yeah. So even though they are going to come really close to each other, they're not gonna be conjunct like 3 or 4 degrees apart, I guess. Yeah, and the thing is, Venus is about to go retrograde in July, so that's why it cannot really catch up with Mars. That's why it slows down, and then like they kind of continue separating. Yes. So Venus and Mars in 4th house. That can be like, I don't know. You might decide to beautify your home. More active at home, inside home. I don't know, because it's summer, you might decide you want to rearrange the furniture, do a bit of feng shui in your home. Yeah. Okay. Next, I mentioned Venus, and now on June 12th we have Mercury entering Gemini. Yeah. Mercury rules Gemini, so it's strong in this sign. And for Tauruses, that's going to be the 2nd house. 2nd house is, as you guys know, money and stuff. So while the planet that rules the money house, I guess, good for finances. It's going to, yeah, some good financial news. But it's going to be there for only 2 weeks. Mercury is super strong this month because it's out of the shadow zone from the previous retrograde. Yeah, so it's a good time. Like June is good for signing contracts. You can be sure that the terms of the contract are not going to change along the way somewhere. And then what else? It is a good time to buy new electronics. They're not gonna malfunction. Yeah, can be a good time to buy a car because Gemini rules transportation. Yeah, and yeah, Mercury is strong. Okay, on the same day, on June 12th, we have Pluto re-entering Capricorn. Yeah, for you guys, that is your 9th house. It is. I mean, Pluto is far away from our planet, so we barely feel it. Yeah. So whatever has been like going on since 2008, it's gonna like start again, but not for long. Pluto is almost done with its transit through Capricorn. Yeah, so in your case, I guess you have been going through transformation of your beliefs, your philosophy in life. Yeah, because 9th house rules those things. Transformation through education, travel, those things. Okay, and then what else? On June 18th, we have a new moon in Gemini, 26 degree. Yeah, so if you are thinking of starting something new, like a business or some project, I would recommend starting after this new moon, after June 18th. Yeah, because new moons are a good time to start new things. Yeah. And also, if you are expecting some kind of news, I would say it's gonna come around this new moon. Yeah, okay. So what else? Oh, like I forgot to tell about this new moon. Like it's going to be in your second house. So yeah, again, money. So June, because most of it is in Gemini until like June 21st. So yeah, the big emphasis is in your money, resources. Yeah, this stuff that you love. Tauruses are good at these things. So next, June 18th, Saturn turns retrograde on the same day as the new moon, basically. So Saturn is in Pisces. So for Tauruses, that is your 11th house. Yeah, 11th house is friendships. Yeah, so Saturn in 11th house, I guess it weeds out like friendships that are not like good quality. Yeah. I mean, Tauruses, you guys prefer to be friends with like reliable people. You guys make good friends yourselves, so you prefer people you can trust. Yeah. So Saturn, I guess, is going to remove fake friends from your life. Yeah. Especially during the retrograde, because retrograde is like coming back to things like yeah, before, and then like. I mean, like it returns to fix some mistakes and then goes direct again. Okay, and you guys are going to have this. What is it? Saturn until like mid 2025. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's yeah. I recently had this transit as well, and I did meet new people, but mostly it was like colleagues. Yeah, because Saturn, it rules career, and 11th house is friendships. So you might meet a lot of, you might make a lot of like work-related connections, work friends, colleagues, the people who do the same things as you do in terms of work, career. Yeah. Okay. So what else? Sun enters Cancer on June 21st. Summer solstice. Yay. Yeah. Can you believe that? Like, I only recently realized that the reason for the popularity of the that summertime sadness song was like, yeah, the days start getting shorter after this date, and it is kind of sad. Yeah, I don't know. That was random. Anyway, on June. Wait, why did I mention that? I skipped June 20th. Venus enters shadow zone on 12th degree of Leo. So what does this mean? I mentioned earlier that Venus is about to go retrograde in July. So I would say if you want to start a relationship, if you want to meet new people, do so until June 20th, because Venus is still like normal until that date. Yeah. After June 20th, it's going to enter the shadow zone. The shadow zone is where it's going to retrograde over. Okay, it's going to pass, yeah, make a comeback and then like go forward again. I mean, go direct. So, if you want to do plastic surgery, do so until June 20th, because you can be sure that the procedure is gonna go well. It's not gonna be a botched procedure. Yeah, Venus retrograde is not a good time to do those things. I would highly recommend not doing anything aesthetic during Venus retrograde. Yeah, so I mentioned that. What else? On June 27th, Mercury enters Cancer. It's gonna enter your communication house. So your mind is gonna be active, like texting a lot, maybe talking a lot, writing a lot, probably. Yeah. And the sun is gonna be in there as well. So yeah, those things are gonna be emphasized. Like as I said, like I'm in Aries, and so right now the sun is in my third house. Yeah, I've been writing a lot, like pages and pages. Yeah, so for you it might like you might do these things as well. Like okay, so we are done with the transit, and so what I wanted to mention is we have this fixed T-square, especially involving a planet in your sign. Yeah, so Taurus is stay patient. We should be like fine after mid-June. Yeah, we're almost done. What else? You guys have been hosting Uranus in your sign. I wonder how that is affecting you guys, because for me, Uranus transit was hell. I mean, I did things I never thought I would do. I went to places I've never been to, like, yeah, I've never even dreamed of. But still, like, this feeling of the rug being suddenly pulled from under my feet, like, that was nasty. And I'm an Aries, like, but I cannot imagine Taurus is dealing with that. You guys like stability and comfort. Yeah, so, but I hope Uranus is being kind to you guys. Yeah, stay open for changes, try new things, and you should be fine. Okay, I'll see you guys in July. Bye.